Yeah, I know you think you're Billy Big, you know what, at the moment, Brian, to be honest. I don't care the Kinder have given you shares in their stock, to be fair. And there's going to be a new advertising campaign. Or because you've ripped off my idea. Do I get to see any of the profits of this? Do the club get to see any of the No? Riola's your agent now, no? I had a feeling that Mino might be like that. I had a feeling. So basically, you're copywriting me, taking all my ideas and making all the money from it. And you're playing like absolute turd right now. Brilliant. Yep, sounds like a fair trade. Yep, see you on the trading ground. Yeah, you too. Yeah. Alright, bye. The cheek, honestly. Well, he may not be playing well, but that has not stopped the Brentford train from continuing to roll. That's right, viewers. We are still top of the table, but the unbeaten run has come to an end. And in very comic circumstances. By comic, I mean completely rage-inducing. So if I were to show you the stats here, there you go, 18 shots to 2, 8 shots on target to 2. Derby win 2-1. I'll show you the goals, because it's funny. It's really good. I was in stitches. I was in stitches. Some people were lucky they didn't get any. De Silva headed us in from a corner just before half time. You thought another win in the bag. 92nd minute. Sorensen, who I brought on for Rico Henry because Henry was tired, thought it's all good. They whip it in. Colin Kazim Richards, who I didn't know was still playing, he scored. And you think, oh, okay. No, 93rd minute. Yeah, that's right. Guess what? Sorensen again. Yoziak just gets to the byline, and there's Sibley, who just runs in. They literally scored 2 goals in the space of 30 seconds, and that saw the end of our unbeaten run, which is fuming. And then we managed to go off and beat Nottingham Forest, which is great. And today we've got 2 really big games, difficult games as well, against Watford and against Reading. Now both of these teams are kind of up in the top 4. You can see here Reading are 6 points behind us in 3rd, Watford are 7 points behind us in 4th. If we can beat these teams, I feel that there's a real chance of us going up pretty quickly, because I think we could maybe accelerate away from everyone else. But we have got an injury to Kanyos and an injury to Norgard at the moment, which is making life a little bit difficult in terms of trying to rotate the squad. It's not gone particularly that well recently in terms of the rotation policy. Like I said, the front 3, maybe apart from Tony, aren't playing particularly that well, and Wellmess has been awful. He's played at 6.52. I touched on it in the intro. His form's just gone off the face of a cliff. He's got 1 goal in the last 5 games. It's just not good enough. Not good enough. But he will be starting today alongside the rest of the main lineup, which is Raya, Henry, Pinnock. Jansen's coming back in instead of Costas today. Johnson's at the right back still, as Dalsgaard continues to kind of play a little bit part role, but Johnson's been really good. Like De Silva and Jensen make it the midfield three. Then you've got Godos on the left and Bueno on the right. And then, of course, Ivan Toney up front. Watford have got a lot of experience in the team. They've got Ben Foster, obviously a season campaigner. They've got Kabasele, Ben Wilmot, Firmina. Ismail Assar's the player we'll definitely have to watch out for. And, of course, they've got Troy Deeney up front. They've got a player called Zikanagel, who I've never seen before. Will Hughes is on the bench. Yeah, Pedro's on the bench. Tom Cleverley, Craig Cathcart, Rob Elliott. They've got a lot of really good, talented players. But I'm going to say to the boys that the media have been giving us a lot of credit recently. Get out there and show us why. Hopefully, we can bounce back again today and get a positive result here at Vicarage Road. Even a draw is good enough as far as I'm concerned. It's about not losing away from home and then bringing teams back to our gaff over to the Brentford Community Stadium and hopefully just giving them a bit of a working over there. That's my plan anyway. This is not a good start. Navarro on the ball. Throws it to Vico. Vico whips in a decent ball. Pinnock's missed it to Zikamagel. Deeney. Great tackle there by Lacal. Not brilliant defending to start with, though, I have to say. That's a little concerning early doors. We've not looked very good when people are getting crosses in. And I'm wondering maybe if I need to put the kind of 2 attacking midfielders, the wingers, onto a more support duty. Because it does feel like when we come up against teams that can move the ball quite quickly, we do get overloaded quite a lot in those positions. And Buemo's already playing at 6.4. I just don't know what's happened to him. Godos whips the ball in. And Buemo, back post, he scored. Brian /Kinder and Buemo. He's a cameraman. He loves it. He just loves the camera. Whenever he plays on camera, he scores goals. Whenever he's not, he's absolutely terrible. But it's a great finish in the end. Golos with a great ball. And Bueno, good effort. Foster should save it, really. But I don't care. We're 1-0 up from our 2 shots. One of the one on target. We scored. Today could go a really, really long way to deciding whether we get out of this division or not. I do feel that if we win both of these games, and we're winning this one to start with, and it's been very tight, not a lot of highlights, I do feel like it puts us really in pole position going forward. Dini's not having a particularly good game at the moment, only playing at 6.5. When will they bring on João Pedro? That's the big choice. When are they going to bring him on as we maintain the ball here? When Bueno goes past 1, goes past 2, plays it back to Lekau. Now pick your man, Jensen, over the Pinnock. This is good composed play. Pinnock, back to Lekau, spread the play. Lovely ball from Lekau. He's been such a good little signing for me. Doesn't do anything brilliant, but does the basics really well. As Golos tests Foster at the near post, but not quite good enough to get past him. Ivan Toney's been a little bit anonymous so far in today's game. Not too worried about that. And the midfield, playing at 6.5, is not brilliant. It's just a game where basically I think one chance may well be enough to win it. I'm hoping that the defence are the ones that kind of keep us going here. If we can just keep the defence solid, we'll do fine. Rico Henry there's having a good game at the moment. But Jensen's tired. He's going to have to come off. So Jensen comes off. On comes Oliver Keeman. And I'm going to move him into a ball-winning midfielder role on support. So forget the advanced playmaker. We're going to go a little bit more defensively solid. A little bit more in that way inclined. The front three are a little bit knackered. Goddess is going to come off. Force is going to come on. I'm going to bring on Obafemi as well. I'm going to bring him on for Mbuemo. See if we can sort of take it down the wing a little bit and see if we can just isolate that right hand side. If I can get him up against maybe Kiko Firmino, who's not having a very good game, he might be able to do him for pace. Sorensen, if you think you're playing for me again, mate, you are very much mistaken. Yes, Guy Walker. Will Hughes on the ball. Great ball into Seema. Ken Seema tees it to João Pedro. The kid's a sensation, and that's why we couldn't hold on. Not good. De Silva's got to come off, and I'm going to bring on Baptiste as well. So Baptiste is going to drop back. I think I'm going to have to move Lekau into a kind of advanced playmaker role and get him on attack. See if I can get him a little bit shifted further up the pitch. I do really want to win this game. I would have taken a draw beforehand, but to have been ahead for so long and then kind of throw it away like we have done seems a bit disappointing. Tony's just not turned up. I don't know if that's because of how we're playing, but he seems to... Oh no. Cleverly whips it in. Ben Wilmot. I can't tell if that's a save. It's not. Ben Wilmot has hit the base of the post in the 89th minute, and it was so close. We're still going for it. Janssen to Pinnock. Come on, let's nick it. Pinnock to Lekau. Lekau. Ball to Force. Force drives inside. Don't shoot. He did shoot, but it was terrible. Lekau to Obafemi. It's Mark Obafemi. He's not terrible. He scored. It's his 3rd goal of the season. Michael Obafemi. Yes, Lekau is an absolute steal. The boy's an absolute steal. You want composure? Watch this. He picks him out. It's his wrong foot. He passes it into the corner. It's 2-1. Get in. Get in. Don't believe it. Boom. Brentford win 2-1 in a big game. Michael Obafemi is the hero. Lekau is absolutely sensational. Love it. Watford's 11-game unbeaten home run comes to an end. It certainly does. Troyes have got 450k as part of the Mbuemo deal because he's now played 60 league games for us. Don't care about that. We were absolutely brilliant. We, to be fair, controlled the game, but then to have that kind of come against us, it could have been Derby all over again. But to bounce back, go on and win the game, let's not let it slip now against Reading. We need to beat Reading, and suddenly we really, really are in the driving seat for promotion. We really are. I cannot believe that something I did went right. I literally said to them, Lekau, go and play advanced playmaker, get attacking, and he was in that position to pick up the ball to play the pass for the goal. I'm a tactical genius. Annoyingly, Reading beat Norwich, and they beat them in the 93rd minute, so they're going to be very, very high on confidence. But we've had an extra day's rest, so... Okay, so, Reading. We are actually the evening fixture. Looks like we're on TV. They know how big a game this is. Part of me thinks just come away from this with some points. the other part of me sat there thinking, go for the win. I really don't know. So what I'm thinking is, I'm not going to change the team because I do feel that we played pretty well against it. I know that the front three weren't exactly great, but we've got that ability on the bench to change the game with force, with Obafemi. There's the ability to get involved and get people on the bench that will help out. I think I'm going to expect nothing but a win. I've set some really high standards since I got here. I want that to continue. And I need Tony to turn up in one of these big games. I need him to turn up now, ideally. Against Reading, off we go. We're nearing the halfway mark of the season. These are the kind of games that will hopefully decide where we finish. And at the moment, we're pulling out quite a nice lead. If we beat them, we go 9 points clear. 9 points, which is a massive, massive gap. At this stage of the season. Well, having said that, it is the Championship and everything can change in the Championship quite quickly, which is very disappointing. I expect better. We've finally had one now, but it's been a very dull game. You can tell maybe they've come here just to sort of sit back and defend, but there is a highlight just before half time. Are we going to nick it a goal here when we really probably don't deserve it? Jensen, back post, got us. We are. Sermon got us. We're so clinical. No, don't say it. Touch wood all over the gaff, excuse me. Brilliant here from Mbuemo, finds a good ball into Jensen. This is the best ball here, literally on his wrong foot. He whips that in. Godos, can he finish it? You bet he can. It's placed, it's perfect. It is wonderful. Perfect. Rinamotta plays it back to Moore. Liam Moore's a great player, actually. I would love to have him maybe in our side because he strikes me as probably just about Premier League quality. I think he'd be a very decent signing. Over to Holmes here, and it looks like Reading are beginning to kind of move forward slightly. They've given the ball away there, though, to Silva as it bounces off Ivan Toney. Toney on the ball, into the box. Ivan Toney bangs it in. I said he needed to turn up in a big game. It's his 16th goal of the season. Josh de Silva, game over. Sorry, Reading. You've come to sort of sit back and not do a lot. That's terrible from Semedo. It is an atrocious ball. And Tony just skins Liam Moore here for pace, and on his wrong foot bangs it in at the near post. Goalie's got no chance. It's a great finish. It's a great day if you are a Brentford fan. We are walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away from Bournemouth and Reading. I'm walking away. Not quite won the title yet, and trust me, there's a long way to go, but this is one hell of a statement start. And if you are going to go about it like we are right now, because we are on fire. Barely any highlights in either of the games today, which is a bit of a disappointment, but the results sure as hell ain't. We love a last-minute highlight. That isn't awful for it. I don't want to concede a goal here. I want to keep a clean sheet. Come on. I think it's job done, and it is two massive results for Brentford. At the start of the season, we have been the best team in the division by a mile so far, and it looks like that's continuing. The back four did brilliantly, only Rico Henry playing a 6.9, and if that's the worst defensive rating you've got, you know you've had a good game. Absolute scenes. Well done, boys. We were superb. Reading didn't even have a sniff. Not a sniff. Brilliant. Just brilliant. And the best thing now is that, like I said, it takes us 9 points clear of Reading. We are 12 points clear of Watford. We are having an absolute belter right now. So in terms of where we come back then, I guess it's not going to be too long because we want to play the Bournemouth game for obvious reasons. So let's come back for Bournemouth and Bristol City. Another two teams that are there or thereabouts, obviously in the race for a promotion. So Bournemouth for second, 3 points behind us, and obviously Bristol City aren't too far behind either. They're down in 6th. Bournemouth are 3 points behind us. I was right. Never doubt yourself, Mike. But that's going to be a really big episode after today's big ones. But if we can carry on playing the way we are, I think we're going to be just fine. Thank you so much for watching this episode of my Brentford save here on FM21. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do drop a like on the video, share, subscribe to the channel for more great content like this. I say great content, you can decide whether it's great content or not. And why not drop over to my Twitch channel as well, which is literally twitch.tv/micromunch14. Follow me on Twitter at micromunch. And until I see you again for another episode, take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool. Up the bees. We got this.